is Top Thrill 2 about to open soon? Cedar Point is now open for daily ops, and their new for 2024 attraction, Top Thrill 2, has been closed for over 3 weeks now. But the good news is, Tony Clark, who's in charge of Cedar Point's PR, confirmed that Top Thrill 2 will not be a summer-long closure, and Cedar Point will share updated information regarding the world's tallest and fastest triple launch coaster soon. But my question is, how soon? I'm about to tell you what I'm hearing when it comes to the reopening of Top Thrill 2 and why Intamin is just sitting there laughing at this whole entire situation, and finally why Cedar Fair needs to wake up before it's too late, because honestly the future rides on it. Now lucky for me, I was able to go up to Cedar Point for opening day, and I was able to get 4 rides on Top Thrill 2. And I know most of you, unfortunately, have not been able to ride it yet. And I gotta say, it's fantastic. My review on the coaster is located right up above me right here. Definitely check it out. It blew my expectations away. It really did. Zamperla, at the time, did a fantastic job on it. But since then, it just seems like it's been a downward spiral that we know nothing about, really. Cedar Point hasn't really been that transparent regarding the situation with everyone, which I understand why. I see both sides of it. As a park visitor, you're planning your trip around the park in Top Thrill 2. You want to know what's going on. Cedar Point obviously doesn't want to create too much media buzz around this. They've already gave their statement, so obviously they're not going to really share too much more information until the ride is ready to hopefully reopen, or at least begin testing and preparation to reopen. But still closed, and we're fast approaching Cedar Point's busiest time, mid-June through mid-August. So hopefully they can get all the kinks out and Zamperla can fix the trains, because we know that the trains are the issue. However, the park is also replacing some LSMs on the launch track. So there's a lot going on and a lot's been unfolded regarding the situation. It's actually kind of scary just how much went wrong with this coaster in such a short period of time. But what I really kind of find ironic and full circle funny is a lot of these Zamperla engineers came from Intamin to create their coaster division, and it's just ironic because Zamperla is now basically the new Intamin, if you will, which is kind of funny since the newer Intamin coasters haven't really seen a lot of downtime, at least extended downtime. I mean, Pantheon, Velocicoaster, sure, they've had a few issues here and there, but nothing like Top Thrill 2. And in 2023, we saw Tatatis, Batman, Gotham City Escape, SeaWorld San Diego's Arctic Rescue, and Manta at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi feature very little downtime and very little issues, which is great for Intamin. And again, this is why I think they're laughing at the whole entire situation, because Cedar Point chose to go with Zamperla, and Zamperla has a lot of the old Intamin engineers, and it's the same crap, different day scenario. So again, I'm not trying to be too negative here because I preach positivity here, but it is kind of ironic. Now, let's talk about why I think Cedar Fair really needs to wake up before it's too late. Because from what I've been told from multiple people in leadership roles at different Cedar Fair parks across the country, and that is Cedar Fair has really slashed the budget for their maintenance departments, which obviously is never a good scenario because these rides need proper maintenance and budgets for proper supplies, and you do not want to cut corners when it comes to maintenance, as well as buy cheaper parts for these rides, and just that's never a good scenario. But here's the thing, Cedar Fair has had a lot of issues as of late. Last year, the Fury cracked. This year, Beast is down. Top Thrill 2 is down. I've heard from multiple people that Railblazer at California's Great America is basically breaking apart itself in terms of they're not spending the proper maintenance to make this ride last. And don't even get me started on Knott's Berry Farm and Accelerator and Montezuma's Revenge. Which brings me to, when is Cedar Fair going to wake up and realize that maybe they are part of the problem, if not most of the problem? We all know they have their Cedar Fair crap list in a way where they don't work with RMC or Intamin, and maybe Zamperla now after this, And while they've never came out in public and said why they don't work with these companies, if you look back, the last Intamin attraction I think was Shoot the Rapids at Cedar Point in 2011 maybe, and then the last RMC was 2018 when they opened Steel Vengeance, Twisted Timbers, and Railblazer. So clearly there's some beef there, and Cedar Fair doesn't like working with those companies for various reasons, and it could very well be vice versa. Maybe RMC or Intamin doesn't really like working with Cedar Fair. Who knows? But all I know is, baby, I'm ready to go to get back on Top Thrill 2. Again, it's so great. You got to get out there and ride it when it does reopen. And before I share with you when that possibly could be sure to check out keepridingcoasters.com for this piece of merch here, my Baby I'm Ready to Go shirt, and a bunch of other stuff. I design all my own merch, and I greatly appreciate the support. Now, as far as what I've been told, and in my past video, I did predict that Top Thrill 2 would open up near mid-June, and I've been told that that is the timetable that they're trying to get this coaster open for, which is fantastic news. I am obviously you can't control things, but Coaster Mania, a major coaster event, is coming up in about a week or so. It might be open, it might not be, so hopefully it is, but I would not put any money on it, unfortunately. Cedar Point and Zamperla are working around the clock on this situation, fixing and getting Top Thrill 2 ready for operation again. I know that all the team members have been sent to other attractions in the meantime, obviously, so there's just not as big of a buzz at Cedar Point now because Top Thrill 2 is obviously the new ride and it's right in the middle of the park, and now that it's not open, it just kind of feels weird again. So hopefully come mid-June, Top Thrill 2 will reopen again, and that's great obviously for Cedar Point, Zamperla, and everyone else involved. But my big question is, will it stay open the rest of the year, or will there be another issue? Because I've said it from the start, it's nothing against Zamperla, but I feel like they're taking on too big of a piece of cookie here for what they can handle. I mean, this is a company that's built smaller coasters in the past, much smaller. It really is a crazy situation that 2 years ago, if you and I would know that Zamperla was in charge of reimagining Dragster, I don't think we would have believed it. I mean, that's how crazy this whole entire situation is. And again, when Top Thrill 2 is in operation, Zamperla did a fantastic job. The trains are great, the ride is so much fun. I am thrilled about the future of Zamperla, but this is a pretty big hiccup, and I really hope that Zamperla can rebound from this. Now, if you're a fan of Top Gun Maverick, the movie, and the Top Gun franchise, then this video at the bottom of your screen is just for you. Because maybe Universal Orlando could build a brand new Top Gun attraction. So what are your thoughts on Top Thrill 2? And when do you think it's going to reopen? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive. And of course, keep riding coasters.